What is up, guys, and welcome back. Finally, there's a return for Rowett Returns. We have Manchester United away now. Let's have a look at the table as it stands at the moment. We played 3 games and we currently find ourselves in 9th place, but we lost 6-1 last time out at home to Newcastle. So that is not the greatest result in the world. So we go into a game series here where we play Manchester United. We've got Hull in the Cup and Chelsea. So if we can get anything from these games, I mean, you've got Everton and Arsenal after that, and then obviously there's a little run where you could possibly pick some points up between Leicester, Forest, Southampton, West Ham, Swansea and Burnley. But we've got to try and come out of these games with good results. So let's have a look at the tactical side of things. Obviously with the result last time out, we're looking to change the squad up ever so slightly. We're going to play Callum McManaman. A couple of tweaks. We've lost grounds in defence. We've also going to lose Dawson in defence after he had a shocking game last time out. We have a look down a bit lower. We see Lewis McLeod. He is still injured. He's nearly been injured for about 2 months in real life because the series hasn't been coming out, and I do apologise about that. Carroll, he's improving. He's on loan. He is improving as a player, and I'm tempted to put him in for Aya, but only due to the fact that we're playing Manchester United. Will he not make it in? We are going to stick with the same tactics. And let's get into the game. So Manchester United with a corner early on in towards Van Persie and smashed away up towards Lewis McLeod, not Lewis McLeod, up towards Connor Wickham even. But Spearing brings down the ball and they come back forward. But we win the ball back and the ball's bouncing all over the place at the moment. Callum McManaman has finally picked it up and this is his first chance, I think, as a Blues player to have a little run at someone. He finds Tim Cahill on the inside of him. Cahill into Caddis. Blues attack seems to have halted ever so slightly, but we are still moving forward. And here's Callum McManaman, finds Connor Wickham. If he's onside, Birmingham have a lead away at Old Trafford in under 2 minutes, and they do. Connor Wickham, the man who gets it, and a dream start for Birmingham. There's still 88 minutes to go here, but that has got to be said is the perfect start. So David De Gea, a chance to smack the ball up. Manchester United are Rooney-less at the moment, whether he's on the bench or not. I'm sure he probably is, but they've gone with Mata and Van Persie, and here is Van Persie. He finds Juan Mata, trying to prove him right, and he does. Sidestep from Juan Mata, smashes it a yard to the right of Darren Randolph, who doesn't seem to move, and Manchester United are back level, and in under 10 minutes we have both teams to score. David De Gea, who started the attack last time with that ball out to the left-hand side, tries to start another one, but Blues have found... he only found Mitch Hancock, and he finds Amari Gray, who tries to play Hancock in the overlap, which just does not work. And Manchester United have a chance to come away now. Johnny Evans, I feel if we can hit that defence there, Johnny Evans and Smalling, there's their weak point, but we've got to try and find a way to exploit that. It's getting the ball that far up the pitch is going to be half the problem. Tim Cahill's been booked here for a challenge. Not really sure the point of this attack so far, unless David De Gea is going to pump one forward for Manchester United, which he does. And again, he goes towards the left-hand side. They must feel they can exploit that Mitch Hancock's versus Di Maria situation. Mitch has done well there, but it has fallen back into Manchester United possession. And Juan Mata is causing all sorts of problems just in and around the edge of that area. Mata again involved as he whips a corner in, and Van Persie at the front post flicks it on, and the dream start for Birmingham has been crushed in under 15 minutes. It's 2-1 to Manchester United now. So what we've tried to do is we've tried to fight fire with fire in this first half, and it hasn't majorly worked except for taking the lead straight away as the ball comes forward. Rojo wins it though, and Caddis does get there first. He finds Callum McManaman, and this would be the perfect time to score. Callum McManaman, oh, he's been crowded out. What a great chance that was. But as I was saying, we tried to, rather than sit back like we did against Newcastle, is try and attack. We're going to tell the boys to keep going because they have actually had a very, very good first half. We obviously have Cottrell, Berahino on the bench, very attacking players. But Manchester United are going to look to extend their lead here as Juan Mata gets the ball into Angel Di Maria. Van Persie has absolutely smacked one into the top corner, and we're going to have to go attacking again. And we are at risk now of getting battered again. Quick substitution for Blues. We're going to bring on Cottrell and Sado Berahino for McManaman and Connor Wickham. It's just a substitution to try and get some fresh legs on the pitch, try and get us back into this game. But that might not work as Juan Mata chucks one in and Rojo flicks one in. It's 4. And now we are really, really in trouble because we are going to get battered again if we are not careful. Caddis with the ball, 88th minute in towards Berahino. Blues trying to bring some pride back into this scoreline as Tim Cahill gets one off the bar. That's so unlucky, Tim Cahill. He's been really good since he's signed, and it is going to end 4-1, I'm very sure here, unless Man United score again. So I can't see it's going to be us as Micah Richards goes into the Murray Gray. It's full time here at Old Trafford. Bone took the lead, but then went on to ship 4 goals. And I think you can't be too harsh on the lad. Don't look back. Don't worry about this one. It's unfortunate because we conceded 10 goals in 2 games, which is something we probably need to look at. But yeah, Newcastle with them only winning the 1 game and battering us is a slight worry. Manchester United, they overtake us, of course, and we move down a couple of spots. But we have Hull in the Cup in the next round. Let's try and get away from the Premier League and pick up a bye into the next round after beating Hull. The League Cup is a competition that is close to Birmingham Hearts after we won it in 2011. Now, Hull, they are also in the Europa Cup, so hopefully they aren't too bothered about this competition and we can nip through. But we are going to play some players that haven't really had a chance. So David Davis comes in, Berahino comes in, Duffy gets a start. Early's going to chuck in at right back. We're going to put Cottrell. We're going to play Colin Doyle as well. Christopher Ayer, he's going to play actually instead of Spearing, just because I feel he needs to get as much game time as possible. Grounds is back in. Let's have a look at who else we could bring in. We could bring Donaldson in. I was more looking to try and get rid of Richards because I feel he's the player that if we lost him, lost that experience at the back, we would be in trouble. So Tim Cahill's going to take the armband and we go into the Hull game at home in the Capital One Cup. So then Hull, who have a chance on the edge of the box here as the ball bounces around. It's going to be, well, good save by Colin Doyle. Hull, who play in orange and black, and it's been seen that's more of a kit clash than this kit against blue and white to play in blue and white, which doesn't quite make sense. But we need to get our heads on here and try and defend and get the ball away as Hull nearly got an early, it was 17 minutes into the game, but yeah, Hull nearly took the lead and they are threatening from these corner situations as Dawson gets there but doesn't quite get a proper clearance on it and Duffy smacks one away up to Berahino. And Davis can now come away with possession, and he finds Berahino. That's the end of the chance, but at least we're trying to hit them on the break here. As Brady, he puts another one in. Jelavic, oh, what a stop from Colin Doyle. He's made 2 mad saves in this first half. We have changed our team up, and Hull have still got a pretty strong team. But I was hoping that we'd be, okay in this game, but we have been under the cosh. 61% for Hull so far. We do have a chance with Grounds. He whips one in towards Berahino. And I don't know if Berahino or Matoa has got the last touch. It's Matoa who scored an own goal. But Berahino was in there. And Jonathan Grounds, fair play to him for whipping a ball into a dangerous area. And we have a lead. But we saw what having a lead done at Manchester United the other day. Huddleston, he whips one in. And Jelavic away. And Davis can bring the ball or try and find a man. He does. He finds Cottrell. Cottrell, can he play inside old Berahino? And Berahino with a chance to make an impact for Blues in this cup tie. He gets there, whips one into Eardley at the back post. Oh, and Eardley's just knocked one back across the goalkeeper. And Birmingham have 2 in 2 minutes. And all of a sudden, from Hull battering us, we have a 2-goal cushion. Well, 1 minute of injury time. We go into half-time 2-0 up. And it's brutally undeserved, to be honest. I'm going to say I'm pleased with the performance because, well, we've taken our chances, which is the main thing in games like this. And hopefully we can just carry on doing this and go through to the next round. Well, there's been no need to worry in this second half because we're now into the 80 minutes. And although Hull have seemed to kind of dominate the overall way the game's gone, we've scored 2 goals and they haven't had a reply for us. I mean, they've had 5 shots on target and not scored 1, whereas we've had 2 chances and we've scored them both. The possession's even out to 50-50, but we find our way through the cup tie, which is a really, really good result considering how things have been going. And a few players may have put themselves in the shop window in terms of me, is what I'm saying, because they're going to try and get back into the first team squad after 2 embarrassing performances, really. And it's nice to see we kept a clean sheet. Colin Doyle, to be honest, has been very, very impressive. May give him go in the Chelsea game. I mean, what have we really got to lose? So, through to the next round of the Cup. Very, very good result. And hopefully, if we can get an easy tie and make it through that round, who knows how far we can go. The draw is just before the Chelsea match, so we will have a look at that as Leicester, they knock out Tottenham in extra time. Newcastle will knock out Charlton. Manchester United go out to Watford, and Chelsea squeeze through against West Ham. And can't see any other real upsets. If we go back, Villa, they got through on the 26th of August, so that was the last round. And then we have Aston Villa, Liverpool, Manchester City, Forest on the 23rd. So there's some teams in there that would really like to pull, and good results. So now we've got 4 days to recover before we play Chelsea. So let's get into that. So then it's time for the Capital One draw. So what we're going to do is going to draw the first team. So Brentford, we would take them. Stoke, maybe. Birmingham at home. Now let's have a look at the teams that we could pull. There's Liverpool there. There's Arsenal there. Chelsea there. And Chelsea are the team that we pull out. How frustrating. The team that we play tomorrow in the Premier League are the team that we will be playing in the Capital One Cup. Let's have a look at Chelsea and their senior schedule at the moment. They are in the Champions League, so hopefully that could go for us if maybe they play a Champions League game away. Hopefully somewhere a long way away. It's not really majorly far away. Besiktas, we could play it just after there, which is quite a long way away, so it won't be then. But oh well, we'll play Chelsea and probably get knocked out. But oh well, you never know. Might play a weakened side. So let's get into the press conference for the Chelsea game last time against Hull. You played well. It gives us confidence. Don't know why we've been talking about the Leicester game. Harder than we'd like, but we'll do our best. And that's exactly what will be said when we play Chelsea at home tomorrow. So in terms of team selection, what do you do? We're going to try and keep it as similar as possible. Doyle is going to stay in goal. We're going to give Grounsey a go at left back. Nah, actually, forget that. We're going to put Hancock's in the left back. And that's we're going to go with... what else can do, really? Just hope that they perform against Chelsea. Chelsea got quality all over this pitch. You look at Oscar, Fabregas, they got Kadira as well, who they've signed. They pull the ball into Schürrle. Schürrle's in a good area. Diego Costa will be waiting. Just more and more worrying. And Hancock panics and clears. And Kadira, the man who picks it up, and into Schürrle. Into Oscar on the edge of the box. Fabregas. Back to Kadira. They're trying to work something into Eden Hazard. This is where it gets dangerous. Into Diego Costa. Hazard again. Hazard on the edge of the box. They're waiting. They're queuing up. And Oscar scores. 4 minutes in, we are 1-0 down, and we are shipping goals at home. So Gale into Schürrle, and we're just kind of expecting the goals to come, which is the worst thing. Into Schürrle, good save from Colin Doyle. Colin Doyle's going to come away with possession, and we know we're never ever going to try and create a counter-attack, will we? It's good. This is going to be so tough. I mean, look at it, we haven't even had a shot on target and we're 20 minutes into the game, so we've got to really try and play on the break or exploit set pieces like here. And it's a shocking ball in from Cottrell. And Eardley wins the ball back, fair play to the lad. He's got to try and find somewhere to go though, which is the problem. It's smacked up towards Berahino, which is really pointless, and we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to play that sort of play. Mika Richards has another go and does exactly the same thing. The ball's over the top. Diego Costa could be in. He might have been played on by Mitch Hancock, but he chucked it wide of the post and we get away with one. Azpilicueta, long throw. Chucked in towards Diego Costa. He knocks it back out towards Azpilicueta, who can whip a ball in here. He does. David Davis brings it down. Mitch Hancock, can he find that run? There was a run from Berahino, which just couldn't be found, but he managed to get a flick on there. And it's into Felipe Luis, and Courtois probably has his first touch of the game after the ball's knocked back to him. He'll be looking to find possibly Diego Costa. No, it has been Azpilicueta. What will he do? Finds Fabregas, and they just look so comfortable on the ball, Chelsea. Look at the way they're knocking around. It's like us last season in the Championship. But we are totally out of our depth here against Chelsea. As Schürrle into Oscar. Oscar to Hazard, and he's hit it straight at Colin Doyle. But while it's 1-0, we are still in this game. Ball bounces around. The attack seems to still be going as Cottrell nearly wins possession. But Diego Costa into Oscar, and Oscar, it's 2-0. Just after I said we're in it at 1-0, we never probably really were. And Oscar gets his 4th goal of the season. Blues right on half-time, trying to find something. Kale into Davis, and Cottrell finally finds a little bit of space. Can Cottrell create something to give the Blues fans something to cheer for? Right on half-time, Tim Cahill, good ball out to Eardley. Eardley finds Duffy, real chance for Blues. Berahino and Birmingham back in it right on the stroke of half-time. Sado Berahino with his first goal for the club. And a ray of hope going into half-time. And the board goes up, indicating 1 minute of additional time. We do get into half-time at 2-1. But, Pasha, come on, boys. It's been okay. We're going to bring Damari Gray on, and we're going to bring Callum McManaman on for the second half, and hope that maybe them fresh legs can create something, bit of pace. Tim Cahill wins the ball back for Blues, gives it straight away, and here's, Oscar's been fouled just inside the penalty area. Would you believe it? He's been tripped just inside the penalty area here, Oscar, and he's been very, very useful today for Chelsea, and he looks like he's going to be the man to take the penalty himself. Steps up, scores. Oscar, is that a hat-trick for Oscar? Yeah, it is. Hat-trick for Oscar, and it's taken him 50 minutes to do so. We're 3-1 down, and once again, the ray of light goes. So Doyle in the 81st minute smacks one up towards Callum McManaman, who can't win possession, but Cahill knocks down to Spearing quite nicely over the top, and Berahino gets there. Terry trips, Berahino gets there, and that was an opportunity for Blues, and the ball goes into the box. Micah Richards, good save again from Courtois, and we finally come alive with 8 minutes to go. Chance again, we have come alive. Here's Spearing on the edge of the box, finds Tim Cahill. David Davis on the edge. Can he find a shot? Can he get a shot away? Can he knock one off to someone? Here's Eardley. Eardley inside. Berahino, good save again from Courtois. Birmingham having a 5-minute spell here. And it looks like that spell has died off. And it was a good little rally there from Blues. But Chelsea have been comfortable, to be honest, this whole game. They've controlled it well throughout. I mean, at least we've conceded a couple less goals than we did against Manchester United and Newcastle. But I do believe that's around 13 goals conceded in 3 games, which obviously isn't the best. And it could be 14 if Diego Costa gets in, but he's offside. Birmingham lose 3-1 to Chelsea. And it's not been the giant killing episode that we we hoped it would be. I mean, let's have a look at the table. It's obviously knocked us down a few places, but we will have that run. I mean, we're down to 16th now with 4 points from 5 games. But we do, if everybody remembers, we do have that run where we play the likes of, I think we play Southampton, let's have a look, Leicester, Forest, Southampton, West Ham, Swansea, Burnley. So there is a little run there where we've got to look to pick up points. I mean, we played Chelsea in the Capital One Cup as well in 3 games' time. But I mean, Everton, Arsenal, and Leicester doesn't seem to get any easier, and we've lost 3 on the bounce. But we still have players to come back, and we just got to keep going. I mean, what do we expect from the Premier League? We've got Lewis McLeod there, who is an absolutely massive player that we need to try and get back. He's still only 21, but he's still out for around 2 months. If we can get him back, get him firing, then who knows? Because he was a massive part of the way we played last season, and when he didn't play, we didn't play particularly well. So once again, guys, thank you for watching this episode. I know it's taken a long time to come out, but I'll try and get as many out as I can. You just have to bear with me because work is crazy at the moment. But like, rate, subscribe, comment. How can we get out of this rut? And I will see you, hopefully, in a lot less time than it took for this episode to come out. Thank you very much, guys.